And roll 'em. This is Raphael, Mr. Tacpantic, 5775 in the constellation of Pegasus, also in Nebula 5281. I was watching a movie today in which they were trying to knock down Captain America, and they were shooting at him and shooting at him and shooting at him. And I'm thinking, if you shoot around in a circle and then take that circle and make it smaller, you get what's in the middle. Is it not? How do we get what's in the middle? By making the circle smaller. Now, what I want to talk about besides this is there's so much negativity going on, war all over the world, and I'm getting the intuition that it's always the same people. The number A sends something to B, okay, and then says, hey, look what A did. It sent something to B. We have to send something back to A. But it's never true. You follow what I'm trying to say? Here's the phone, okay? This is my phone. I call up and I say, hey, attack me. I need to be attacked. Then, once I'm attacked, I tell all the people, hey, look, they attacked me. It was them. And then I go attack them. But it's only to start a war. One person is causing to make it look like there is something going on. In all actuality, all they want to do is get the people scared and say, we need more armies. It's all bull. The second thing I want to speak about is love and war. The one thing about love, in order to have love, you need the communication. In order to create war, you need the same communication. Knock down all satellites. Take all airplanes out of the air. No more airplanes out of the air. Now let's do it again, but let's do it with horses this time, because there'd be no other way. Anyways, Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Has anybody seen 88? This and this together, if you stand it up, it creates an 8. The baseball is 88. Played on a diamond, on a mound, with 9 players in the field, but a maximum of 25 in the dugout, in which we have at least 1 player at the plate, 1 player in the on-deck circle, and they're getting ready to go. Every inning will end with a minimum of 3 players getting to the plate. Raphael 7286. It's the beginning of the Green Jackets, and it's the beginning of tic-tac-toe. What is tic-tac-toe? Well, tic-tac-toe happens to be the tennis racket or anything racket that you hit with a ball, and tic-tac-toe is also, oh man, I'm a little tired. Sports. Nuclear. They use the word nuclear in the movie. I am assuming that nuclear, okay, and the nuclear energy plants have a bigger meaning to what we actually see. Also the word nickel, because when we use the nickel, the 5-cent piece, we also call it nickel. So it means more than anything else. And anything to do with a corner, in French, it's coin. Okay? But coin is spelled C-O-I-N, like coin. There was one last thing. I was watching a movie now, and they were using 2 people that were selected to save part of the, let's say, to save the world. The 2 people that they selected was Rachel. I'm Rachel, and Jerry. Jennifer, Jerry, Rachel, Ronnie. 123 and 108 are the 2 main things of the Twin Towers of ABC. 123 is the end of time, and the time of the towers that stand. The towers are our satellite receptors, which have to do something with the communication on this planet. Another thing I wanted to mention on Captain America, on his back, he had a strap. The top part of it looked like the Magen David star. He also mentioned Pennsylvania and Garden State, Pennsylvania and the Garden State. And in all actuality, Marvin Gardens, Pennsylvania, Garden State, and then we're going over to number 32 in Monopoly, which is Pacific. And then after Pacific, we have what do we have? We have Pacific. Oh, I must remember this. We have Pacific North Carolina, and then we skip one, and then we end up with Pennsylvania again. two Pennsylvanias. One Pennsylvania is next to Short and next to North Carolina. This is on Monopoly. The other Pennsylvania on Monopoly is next to, I think on one side is St. Charles, and on the other side it could be Tennessee, which is next to Pennsylvania Railroad. Anyways, Raphael, is there anything else that I haven't said? PG, both of them say 716 or 42. PG is 7713. Another thing that I haven't mentioned yet is the ladder, the way it folds, the way things work with designs, the way the piano works. Have you ever looked at a piano? Look at this. They're square. These are square, okay? It takes one black key, okay, and it ends up in between two white keys. You see the white keys down here at the bottom? They're square. It takes two of them. Two of them. The black key goes right here, in between the two of them, right here, on two white keys. The other thing is the tennis court. Okay, I want to show you in three letters. There's an H, there's an I, and there's a T. Okay, it says hit. I'm looking for one more thing. And the tennis court. Look, here's an I, here's the H. Okay, here's the net that creates the H. And the T on each side. One T on this side, one T on this side. So you see the way the tennis, these are out of bounds. 11, 11, 11. And anyways, there's other things. Gatex 13. Number 3 and number 7 both equal 56 and 65 in a numerological count, which makes them 22. One of the things about 13 is that the 13th letter as 1 and 3 equals to 7 and 2. That's right. 1 equals 34 equaling to 7, and 3 equals 56 equaling to 2. Now, what's very funny about the numbers in numbers is that numbers in numbers 1 equals to 34. 6 equals to 52. But none of them equal to 61. What I'm trying to say is the numerological count is that. The other thing is Minnesota. I'm not too sure what I'm going to look at that. The word, there's so many little things that I've been falling behind. When I turn this around, it says 6001. Okay? This year in the Hebrew calendar, it's 5,775. The dog is 26 or 226. Why? 15 times 15 equals 225, equals to your 6,001 years. I'm crying because it's a fill-in. Things are filled in. And I just feel the truth that it's more than just a fill-in, it's the reality. But how can anybody believe? I feel the void with my own thoughts, my own recognition. I've got a lot of work to do. 2 wheels. I don't know what to do with them yet, but let me tell you, I will know. This is the grid. They showed you one world with a space and a space, and one world and a space and a space. I make the duplicate. I keep this world in between. 3, 6, 9. This will fill a space void instead of putting it one against the other. But if you take a look, see this line here, this grid? There's a bigger grid inside this grid by this dark line here. We have 1, 2, 3, and a piece. You see here it's 1 only left over. So the question is why? It could be the reason for the way things are bet. The other thing I have is the wheels go spinning round and round, one side and the other side. One other thing, Uranus, 94 count. Mars, 51 count with man 10. You become 61 because you have to be capped off as Neptune. Neptune cap. The Neptune cap. And Venus. Mars is the 4th planet. Pluto is the 9th planet. 9 and 4, 94 ID. Me and my son, my family is ID. IDA 149. And the one name is Alan. And they reverse the name for 3. They go 349 ACDC. I can't explain it. It becomes 108. And 9 by 4 is 36 times 3. 108 or 1080 PI. And right just now in the thing they said Jerry and Rachel, J and R Jr. 123, 108 were the coordinate addresses. Pluto is 84, makes 3. Mars is 51, makes 6. Uranus is 94, makes 4. 3, 4, 6. 3 times 4 is 7, is 12. Times 6 is the 72 degrees around. Now that means nothing. Here is the nav. I'm going to show you in another video what it is. Pluto, okay, in French you can say Pluto, means later. But at the end of Pluto, it says T-O-N-E, okay? Luton, Luton, T-O-N-E. When I start with Neptune, it says 1. I start with Neptune, it says ne, no, tune. U-N-E in French is 1, O-N-E. And then Earth, ear, Neptune, the tune to Earth. The ski on Santa Claus's rail, when you take the ruler and you turn it all the way around in a circle, and you bend the front tip up, the front tip runs in the middle of the air. I don't know the answer for it. Gold and silver on our coins. Oh my. Black, white. Black and white keys and piano. 397 is the regular numbers. 3 pedals, 36 blacks, and 52 whites. But the 36 blacks also carry 72 because they're split between 2 keys. The blacks have inside both keys. These keys are round like the 2 buck teeth. The vibration off your 2 front teeth. 189 is the answer. Did I tell you about 86? Let's turn over. There's so many things. Just little things. You see this? If this was Monopoly, okay, I'd go around all the way this way and come right to Kentucky, and I'd tie up in Kentucky. I go from Go, and I go all the way around, and I tie New York to overlap. That way we can make a train station, and both trains can switch. When I connect one area to the next area, I go this way. This is a 6, and this is an upside-down 9. Don't forget, if you're on the other side, the vision is a reflection of the view. 86, or was it 98? No matter what, when you do that, 2 times 21 is 42. 42 makes it 1010. 89 and 21 makes it 1010. 42 and 21 makes 63 and stands for the word 11. The letter Z, what you can do for it, the Ankh, the ace is the 1 card. The ace is the 14th card of the 14th letter. And in blackjack, the ace is the 11th value. Ankh. If you want to keep going, we can say A-N-A. V is the 22nd letter in 5. I don't know what to do with V yet, but 5 is actually the response to N. Now, V, I've done it before, but I don't know where. You want to know about a dream? How about a dream king? D-R-E-A-M. D is for queen. It also stands for 10. R is for king. E is for the 14th letter in the alphabet, and the 5 card has an ace in it. You see, that's right. The 5 card has an ace in it. This can stand for the jack. Who's the nav? The jack's life is a nav. A-V-E for avenue. You can use A-V-E for avenue if you want. I'm not sure which way. Here's your diamond. I went 2 over 1 over 2 over 1. This is your diamond. If you take a 0 and you put a 1 in the middle of a 0, you divide 2 sides and you create a D, 1D, 414. But in all actuality, you split it down the middle and you create 515. Why? Because splitting it down the middle becomes half and half, 5 and 5. At the same time, there was something else. It's also 4D and 4D, 414. And there's something else in here. I don't remember what it is. 4114. 4, 1, and then 1, 4 to the other side. But there's something else in here. I don't see it. Give me a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God. Half. Half. It's such, if there's something inside the word for half, 0.5, the value of 0.5, because 1 is splitting it in half. When you split 1 in half and you go 4, 1 and 1, 4, the center 1 becomes 2. 4 and 4 is 8, plus 2 creates your 10, the whole circle. Again, I'm forgetting. What is it? Just give me a second. I'm going to look down at the paper just for a little bit. Oh my God. I got the nav, I got the king, I got the ace, 4. Oh, and inside, since I'm splitting it and getting 4, that V I told you is 22, but I can't see it. What is it? What is this? The circle. The circle is a 0. What happens? The minute you take, I'm going to show you something. If I draw a line here like a 1 or cut it like a knife, 2 pieces cutting 1 hole. And what's the greatest thing is that when you slice it on this angle, right, you can now duplicate both sides. How can I explain that? Half a 0, no, half a 0, half of 1, 1, half. I'm looking at the design, Half and half equals to a whole. Half and half, which is 5 and 5, makes it 55. It also makes it 515. Highway 515, which is in Montreal and Las Vegas, Area 15, going to Los Angeles. 5 and 5, Levi's jeans, 505. What creates this? What is it? What am I looking for? Oh my God. I'm so far behind. There's so many things. Oh my God. And there's something's going to happen. Oh my God. 7 times 9 is 63, times 3 is 189. 189 makes your 68. Okay, it's the black keys. 52 and 36 and 3 is 91. 7 by 13 is 91. 12 times 24 is 288. 9 times 24 is 216. And 3 times 24 is 72. Of the 72 times that 5 goes around, 72 times 5 equals 360 degrees. 1.25 times 288 is the same number. So now you got to go 1.25 times 12 equals to 15. 15 and 288, because 1 becomes the egg. I can't explain it any more than this unless you're sitting down and I can just tell you exactly what it is. You see, I showed you what that tennis thing is. It also creates the 11H. Our oceans, what they've done something. There's just so much. Oh my God. Silver and gold. If you're going up, then therefore you are down. If you say woman in meow, all you have to do is put an N at the ends. Rust is like orange. 4 fingers shows 1, 2, 3 spaces. I was talking about 4114. Look up Grover, Cleveland, or Sesame Street 4114. We're going to end this video. I'm probably going to find what I was missing. But even the dollar sign, oh my God, how can I show you everything? Oh my God. Number 7, the 7th gateway. I mean, you can't see it because it's inside here. And here's your yin and yang. All it is an S. So what I do at the S is I put a line through it this way, and it becomes the 8. Instead of making the dollar sign, I go this way. If I want to make the dollar sign, I go this way. So now I've made 2 of them. Both of them. Now I'm going to connect the back door with the back door here. So this is what I did. I connected to here, to here, to here, to here. And here's Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Too many coincidences. 44, 44, 44. They tried, they trick us. What am I doing? I really do the numbers, and I do the numbers for one reason, and the numbers that I do is so that when somebody asks me what is the reality is that if you learn and see that the numbers are real, and you can see that they can trick us by finding the perfection through the calculation inside of the reality, the consistency that is created from the numbers. Raphael 7286 on a constellation of Pegasus, there's still one piece missing. Still one piece missing and so much more to go. Thank you for watching.